Hey guys, we are back again and we are going to talk about the FA Cup preview. So the semi-final matches. First up, I'm going to talk about Watford versus Wolves. So besides the top 6, both these teams are the best out of the rest. Watford has had a very good season. A lot of people thought they were going to be relegated or will be in the bottom half, but they have overachieved, and I think the manager has done a great job. Wolves was a team that just recently promoted, and there was a lot of hype about them, a lot of hype about Ruben Neves and all their Portuguese contingent. So, who do you think is the key players for both these teams?
I think for Watford it has to be Dilofo, and for Wolves it's going to be Moutinho. And I think they are having a great season for both teams, and I think it will be a good match again among them.
For me, I think for Watford, the key player, the unsung hero, is the Etienne Capoue. I think he has played very well, and even against Manchester United, he actually did a very good job in controlling the midfield and breaking up the play. And for Wolves, I think Raul Jimenez is the key player. He has surprised me with his excellent striking instinct, his heading ability, his never say die attitude, and his willingness to run for throughout the 90 minutes or the 75 minutes that he plays. So I think both these players will be the key players. How about you?
For me, I think for Watford it's gonna be Dini, because he is the one who has the experience, and I mean he wants to win something definitely, because from where he was started off and to where he is right now, he definitely wants a medal, and this is the best chance for him to get it, because this team is the, I would say, second or third best team in these 4. So they have equal chances to win this FA Cup, because anything can happen in the final. And then for Wolves, I think the key player is going to be Jota, because Jota has been playing very well. He has been chipping in with goals, assists throughout the season. Nobody has noticed him until he scored a hat-trick the other day. So other than that, I think Ruben Neves is also a good shout, and also Jimenez has also been a good shout. But then I think Jota is a very multi-dimensional player. He has a lot to his games, especially assists and goals wise. That's why I chose Jota as my key player in this game.
So next up, I'm going to talk about the predictions. As for me, I think the match will be a very tight match with both teams trying their best not to concede early. But I think eventually Watford would win with a scoreline of 2-1. How about you?
I would think it's going to be a Wolves 2-1.
Yourself?
I think it's going to be a Wolves 1-0.
Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about the other semi-final match between the favourites Manchester City and Brighton. So Manchester City is trying to get their quadruple, whereas Brighton, I think this is one of the rare cases where they have gone all the way to the FA Cup semi-final. So who do you think are the key players for both these teams?
I think for Brighton wise, the keeper is the one who has to do a lot of things in this game. I mean, as a team they should play as a unit and all that, with all this desire and all that, because Man City by far the best team in England, and the keeper has to work really a lot in this game, because Man City is going to try to score a lot of goals, bring in the momentum for the next game and all that. And for Man City, I think the key player is going to be Aguero, because without Aguero it's very hard for them to find goals, and recently has been injured, so we are not too sure whether he'll be back, but he makes a lot of difference in terms of scoring a goal. So I think it's Aguero.
As for me, I think for Man City, the key player is Bernardo Silva. I think he has been the best player for Man City throughout the season. I know there's a lot of hype, a lot of focus on Sterling and certain focus on Aguero in the mid part of the season, but throughout the season, I think Bernardo Silva is the best player for Man City. And for Brighton, I think it's Anthony Knockaert, because I think he has pace, and I think his pace could cause the fullbacks and the centre backs of Man City a lot of problems. How about you?
For me, I think for Man City it's going to be KDB. I think he's back from his injury, and this is the game he will be playing apart from his EPL and other Champions League. This is the game I think Pep will be playing him, and he will produce. He will show what he's made of. And for Brighton, I think it's going to be Murray. I think obviously it's going to be a park the bus situation, and Murray or one of the strikers is going to pump up and just score a goal or something.
So next I'm going to talk about the predictions. Who do you think, and what will be the scoreline be?
I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a 1-0 for Man City.
For me, I think it would not be a tight game. I think Man City would win around 3-1 scoreline.
I think it's going to be 3-1 for Man City.
Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the final. So I think both of y'all say it's a final of Wolves versus Man City, whereas I say Watford versus Man City. For me, I think it would be an upset for FA Cup. I think Watford would be the eventual champions for the FA Cup. How about y'all too?
For me, as a United fan, I would like to say Wolves to carry the FA Cup because I don't want Man City to carry all the cups in the tournament, right?
How about
I
you?
think Wolves are the team which have beaten Man City, so they would be confident going into the game. But I think the game is gonna be just very boring in terms of football. So because both teams like to play football, and both teams like to play football, it usually ends up being boring. So what I'm gonna think is gonna be like a 1-1 in the full time, and Wolves are gonna nick it in the penalties.
Okay, so that's the end of the FA Cup preview. So please like, share and subscribe, and please give us your comments as well. Bye.
Bye.
So,